Welcome to In the Box Seat. I'm Ray Fewings. Well, we had Jochen Cahale take out the SA Sprint Championship last week, but the John Gray Memorial Grade 5 final is on this week and has brought together a very, very good quality field. In a moment, in the Box Seat, we'll talk to one of the trainers who has one of the live hopes in Sean Matcott, the busiest man in South Australia, hardest worker in greyhound racing and the most successful as well. What's on in greyhound racing this week? Well, we're going to Warragul for the Cup in Victoria, and of course, as I mentioned, the John Gray Memorial, named after the one of the leading bookies back in the very, very early days. John Gray, I can still see him chewing the end of his Textacolour now and the ink going all over his corners of his mouth, etc. But he certainly was a greyhound man, and his family have followed on in that time since. 9,000 is the prize money split up for the John Gray Memorial Final. Don't forget chasers, look for your face in the crowd on the net here. If it comes up, dinner for two for you in Chasers Restaurant. It's a prize well worth chasing if you happen to have been dining here in the last 12 months. Now the tips from the Honeys. Wednesday, race 6, number 2, Victor Tina. Always been a little bit of a struggler over the full journey, but now Victor Tina seems to be going better, and last start winner at Gawler over the 400, and the Honeys think that she is one of the good things of the day on Wednesday. Race 8, number 2, Aston Usain. Now he's been out of form, Aston Usain. He was a Gawler Cup finalist. He ran very fast time there, but he has won over the 400 in 22.67 at Gawler, so this might be his race on Wednesday. Thursday night, the girls have gone for race 4, number 1, Curlwar Hope, the Border Hopper, who ran second at his last start here. He was a good winner here about a month ago. A strong dog, just lacks a little bit of early toe, but the girls like him. And in race 5, they're giving number 2, Hannah McLaren, another chance. She zoomed up on the first turn last week, got into trouble and was put out of the race. As far as their first fours are concerned, in race 4, 1, 3, 5, 4, and in race 5, 2, 6, 8, 5. The in-the-box seat selection for Thursday night is Dinah Chain. Now this dog has been a steady improver all the way through. He came over as a very green maiden. He showed a lot of potential. We found out that he'd had some serious injury problems and that the break-in time was very, very promising for him. Well, he's now achieving everything that they thought he would, and he's a great chance in the final of the John Gray Memorial. My specials, race Wednesday, we'll go just for one. Race 6, number 3, Lectra Train. It flew home last start, was an eye-catcher. Thursday night, race 1, number 2, Jochen Cahale. He's graded to win, Set the Drag's the big threat to him, but it'll be a great clash. And I think in race 10, number 1, Midget Farrelly should open up his account here in South Australia. Sean Matcott joins us next. Our guest is Sean Matcott on In the Box Seat this week. And as I mentioned before, he's a very hard worker. I thought we might just find out a little bit about what sort of a day he does have. Welcome, Sean.
Thanks, Ray. Pleasure to be here.
What time out of bed?
About 7.
Oh, well, so you're not a daybreak man. 7's good enough. And what happens then?
Then we just go out, put the dogs in the runs and put some dogs in the out yards, weigh them for the next day and for their races, and yeah.
So you've got a system and you've got a few helpers?
Yeah, we've got a system, and we've got the kids on holidays at the moment, so they're helping, and Wendy's best friend Beck comes out every day and helps us do the dogs.
How many dogs?
73.
Goodness me. And you know them all?
I don't, but the kids do.
They do? So what do you do if I know they've all got to be worked, so probably they all get treated the same, but if there's any doubt, you say, which one's this?
Yeah, I do. I'll go get a couple and I'll go to Wendy. Can this one run, or who's this? And yeah, so.
And she knows them?
Yeah, Wendy knows them off by heart.
Well, it's and then of course a lot of running back and forth to tracks and even a few trials.
Yeah, we we race every day except for Saturday and Sundays, and Saturdays we go trialling here on Saturday morning. So. Yeah.
Well, you've had a wonderful run. You must be tickled pink with the way things have gone.
Yeah, we have. We had a good year last year. I think we had about 300 odd winners. So, yeah, it's been a good year. And this year started off a bit slow, but every time in January and February we start off slow.
What I like about Sean Matcott is he's not blasé. 300 winners a year, you'd think you'd get a ho-hum, so what, another winner. But you are keen, aren't you? You really are. You're still searching for the next winner every day.
Yeah, we still like to win races, and if we don't win any races, it's bad luck. We just go again the following day.
Do you get sick of messing around with the ones you know are never going to be top dogs? Because you got a lot of dogs that win 2 or 3 and that's their limit, and you got others that win 10 or 20. Do you treat them all the same? Or do you have to give yourself a bit of a kick on to get interested in those ordinary ones?
No, I mean, we treat them all the same. We treat the bad ones as good as the good ones, and we work on the bad ones like we do with the good ones. So, yeah.
How often do you talk to the boss, Wheeler?
Not very often now. Like, he'll ring me up and suggest something, or if he's got dogs for me, but yeah.
So he leaves it to you, and he's watching Dynatron and the good ones where the big money's coming in.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a couple of them in me kennels, but I can't see that happening.
No. I mentioned before our bet of the week. I think I said Lectra Train, didn't I? But it's Lectra Strike. Which one are we going with?
Lectra Strike.
Right. He flew home the other day, and it looks as though he can run a bit.
He can. I mean, the 388's not his go. I think he needs 500, but we're just bringing him back slowly.
You haven't had many stayers. It's the one, and probably Paul Wheeler hasn't had many stayers either. It's probably the one area that you could both improve on. The stayers here are pretty ordinary at the moment, with the exception of Calden Mayhem. Do you ever look for a stayer?
I'd love to have a stayer in the kennels, but it doesn't work like that all the time.
No. Have you got any that you think might? Justinia Bale, a sound Justinia Bale, looks as though she might run a trip.
I'm not sure on that. I mean, like you said, if she was sound, she might, but she's coming back from injury and she's in the Ken Brereton.
Right.
So
you'll find out.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Anything else that might stay? You've got this dog from Victoria's at Saver Bundle, who he was absolutely certainly beaten last start, but I'm a bit worried that it might be him and not really bad luck.
No, it's him. He's just he's a 480, 490 dog out of the boxes, and he's just got 700 written all over him.
Well, maybe he's the one.
I'm hoping so.
Dyna Chain in the big one, John Gray, you set him for this months ago. I reckon, 4 months ago?
Yeah, we set him for it, and we just got to hope he gets a bit of luck and room to move.
He can run the dog. He's certainly putting it all together now. He was stiff a lot of times early in his career because he was slow out, and it took him a while to get balanced up, but he's looking better all the time.
He is. He's learning. He's still learning the game at the moment, but once he's keeping him sound and all that, he's going to be a good dog.
So as we leave our viewers today, what's your prediction for this year? Can you do 300 again, or is that busting your gut to do it?
I'd like to win another 300 races again this year, but we'll just see how it goes.
Thanks for talking with us, and your enthusiasm is catchy. You love the game. You love your next winner, I can tell.
Yeah, I do.
Sean Matcott's been our special guest. Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, Ray.
And good luck. Yeah, well, a lot of people say that he's dominating the money here, and they'd like him to leave and go somewhere else. But you've got to applaud winners, and he works hard for his winners, and he does a very, very good job. Otherwise, he still wouldn't be training as the main man for Paul Wheeler in South Australia. That's it for our edition this week of In the Box Seat. Don't forget hot dogs for breakfast on Wednesday morning at 5 RPH, 8 until 9, and all of your information on grsa.com.au on the net. See ya.